Curator and the force behind important exhibitions at the University of Witwatersrand Art Museum. The exhibition is rich and diverse, bringing together the heritage of many Southern African language groups. Joining us in studio is the curator herself. Good morning, Fiona. Welcome to Morning Love. What's the inspiration behind Ngezinyawo?
It started a long time ago. I worked on an exhibition in Cape Town, which was a sort of a long history of South Africa celebrating 10 years of democracy. And one of my tasks as one of the curators there was to look at the issue of migrant labor. And so the historian on the project, Peter Delius, said to me, you know, we must interrogate this further at a later stage. And so for 10 years we've been sort of cooking this project. And recently the Wits Art Museum opened, the new Wits Art Museum where I work at the university. And I put my hand up and I said, I want to do this project properly now. And so Peter and I got together and we really kind of grew the ideas that were behind our small exhibit based on the premise that the migrant labor system and without migrant labor, the country we wouldn't be where we are at this present time in terms of the economy, mining. You know, Johannesburg is the hub of African development, really.
What's the significance of the title, though, Ngezinyawo?
It's about a journey. It's about long journeys, hard journeys from rural areas to coming to the city, leaving your home, traveling very long distances. And essentially, in the early part of the migrant journey, it was on foot. So Ngezinyawo means in Zulu, means barefoot, on foot. So the early pictures of the exhibition, when one arrives into the museum, the first pictures you see are two barefooted men carrying sticks. And they have been on a long journey and they're kind of going to the unknown, and there's a sense of expectancy. It's quite a sad image, but there's also this sense of possibility, and that's what we wanted to portray in the exhibition, that although it is a hard journey, there are exciting elements in the exhibition as well.
Speak to us about the different works that are part of this exhibition.
Well, we broke it up into sections, and the idea essentially is that there's a sense of journey from rural to urban.
Right.
And starts off with objects, personal objects in the journey. So it starts with early migrants coming from places like Mozambique, former Rhodesia. So personal objects like sticks, headrests, pipes, snuff containers. And then it moves into how migrant workers were processed into the areas of work. And it deals with quite hard images like paintings, photographs, images of hostel life where men would live in single-sex hostels, separated from their homes. And then we move into women in the journey. So we look at women domestic workers, male domestic workers. Then we kind of take you on a sweep upstairs into the mezzanine part of the museum where we look at creativity and resilience in the journey, and we look at beautiful objects of beadwork items that people would make. So, for example, a Zulu man would come and stay in a hostel, get his pay, go back home to his wife in the rural area, and he would take home a suit that he would have bought, a three-piece suit, and then the man's wife would bead the jacket of the suit. So he would take a sort of traditional suit home and then come back to the hostel, and it would be completely turned into like a Zulu item. There you have a Zulu waistcoat.
What are you trying to say in this exhibition? Essentially, what is the message?
The message is that without the migrant labor system, we wouldn't have the economy, we wouldn't have the economic growth. You know, people needed to do the hard work in the mines. People were forced to come to the mines. People, in the early days, the way in which people were lured, the migrant workers were lured, was that they had to pay hut taxes. And, you know, migrant labours are the basis of our economy.
All right, Fiona, thank you so much for talking to us. Good luck with the exhibition. When is it on until?
It opened this week and it closes on the 20th of July. Wits Art Museum hours are Wednesday to Sunday. Entrance is free. And it's a fantastic, rich and diverse exhibition, which I urge all members of society to come and look at.
All right. Fiona, thank you so much for talking to